I just had a mentorship session with Jennifer, and it was crazy good. They usually are. And we worked on a bunch of stuff, and then we worked on like 3 or 4 different fucking things. But this one particular thing, we were looking at, how do I put this? She was energetically feeling bad, not even like consciously, it was like subconsciously feeling bad for people coming to her with their like clients coming to her for mediumship stuff, because she specializes in earthbound, and these were people that wanted mediumship for entities and people that had crossed over. And so she was kind of like, I was like, are there people in your community that you usually recommend for this? And she's like, yes, there's like 3 people. And I'm like, I had to walk her through this fucking hair. I had to walk her through how to like, your clients want to work with you. The clients that are right for them will work with them. This is not a competition. People are drawn to who they're drawn to. And if those people that you recommend feel some type of way about people coming to you for something that they specialize in, then they're not worth your time and energy, basically. Which it's all great and good in the head, but it's like, where can we heal this? So we asked the team, and we went in, it was kind of emotional, and I said, this reminds me of when I was in elementary school and I would trade Barbie stuff with one of my friends, and I would give her my favorite Barbie stuff, and she would give me the stuff she didn't really like, she didn't want anymore. I was always giving more of myself and kind of, hoping that they would like me more for it. And Jennifer and I have both battled with that in our life. So anyway, we went to release that with the soul contracts and things like that, and both of us were feelers. So we were like, this is really weird. This feels like something's leaving the back. And she's like, yeah, it almost feels like wings. And I was like, yeah, that's what I feel too. And I was trying to figure out what kind of wings these are. And I was like, oh, are you like an angel of death? And she's like, oh. And I was like, this also reminds me of when someone has like a really expensive, nice prom dress, but their friends don't. So they like cover it with like a blanket or a thing, like trying to lessen themselves, to make other people feel comfortable. And these wings were huge, and they were black, but opalescent, like raven or crow wings. And I was like, that makes sense for the angel of death. And I went, holy shit, bitch, are you the Morrigan? I've worked with Jennifer for years. This is the first time we've seen that she was the Morrigan. She merged right in. Then I told her about how on TikTok, I shared a healing story of when I was part of Michael, and all of the like war and the healing and all the stuff that we used to be back in the day. Like, all of us used to be these big mythical whatever, but we had regenerative abilities, so we could play in war and everything. But it was time to clean up the playroom, and something had happened, and I had to cut off the Morrigan's wings as a big brother, which I've healed all that but Celtic witch talk, fucking, they were so mad at me for saying that, because the Morrigan doesn't have wings. And I was like, do divination on it. She does. Like, and of course, some of the divination they would do had their trauma and bias on it. I was like, clean off your connection and do divination on it. I'm telling you, she has wings. I'm not trying to like culture appropriate here. I'm just telling you what I experienced. Also, I felt really bad, and I apologized a lot for like talking about things that I experienced. I don't know. I felt really bad for pissing these people off. They ended up coming back and being like, I don't know what, because I think they did divination and saw she had wings. They're like, I don't know what you do over there, but I know that it's huge. You keep doing what you're doing. I'm sorry that I got upset at you. And to get an apology from Witch Talk, like that side of Witch Talk, I was like, it's all good. Like, I still feel bad. I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just really excited. Anyway, back to Jennifer. She was like, oh my God, my friend had a statue come in of like a bunch of different statues, and the statue of Morrigan had wings. And I was like, do you remember that video I shared the other day? This repost of the Lady of the Lake, and how I had healed the Lady of the Lake. And so now, instead of being trapped underwater, you can see her standing in the water with the sword and stuff. And I was like, bitch, I bet you just did that. I bet you fucking healed it, and she's got her wings back. And we went on Google Images, and look, there are now images depicted of her with wings. And that's amazing. I think it's fantastic. And here's that statue that Jennifer was talking about. So that piece is finally done, and now that's physically in our reality. So it will be a Mandela effect, but here's the backstory of how it happened. Okay. Bye. Oh, it's 11:11.